A man was arrested outside his own home, in front of his neighbors, in front of his family, for a crime committed 300 miles away by someone he had never met. And the only reason police were at his door was because a computer said so. This is not science fiction. This happened in America, and the system that put him in handcuffs is still running today. Robert Dillon is a father from Florida. Regular life, regular neighborhood. He probably never thought about what it would feel like to be accused of something horrific, until the day he found out. Someone tried to lure a child at a restaurant in Jacksonville Beach. Police pulled surveillance footage from the scene, grainy, low quality, hard to make out. They fed it into an AI facial recognition system, and the system came back with a name, Robert Dillon, 93% match. Officers drove to his home, over 300 miles from the crime scene. They didn't ask questions first. They showed up, and they put him in handcuffs on his front lawn. Dillon told them, "I have no idea who did this, but it's not me." He argued for 20 minutes. The officer looked back at him and said, "I know I'm looking at your mugshot." Dillon later said, "I was thinking I may not be coming back home." He was right to be scared, because what came next was worse than the arrest. Here's what that 93% actually means. It doesn't mean guilty. It means a machine looked at pixels, measured distances between facial features, and produced a probability. Not proof, not evidence, a guess. The footage they used was described in the lawsuit as poor quality, a blurry image fed into an imperfect system, and then treated as fact. Studies have shown facial recognition makes significantly more errors with certain groups of people: darker skin tones, women, older individuals. The system isn't equally wrong for everyone. It's wrong in patterns, and law enforcement has known this for years. The charges were dropped weeks after the arrest. But Robert Dillon wasn't free, because the arrest was still on his record. Every background check, Every background check forced him to relive the same mistake. Every job application, his name attached to an accusation of trying to harm a child for almost a year. Think about what that means. Employers seeing it, neighbors knowing it, his child asking questions he didn't know how to answer. It took the ACLU nearly a year to get the record cleared for something that never should have happened. Robert Dillon had help. Most people in his situation don't. Most spend that year alone, trying to undo damage caused by a machine that was never held accountable. He is now suing multiple law enforcement agencies. The sheriff's office responded. They said facial recognition results are, in their own words, never matches. That independent investigation is always required. So here is the question. If results are never matches, why did an officer arrest a man 300 miles away because a computer said 93%? The sheriff's office said liability rests solely with the officer who made that call. The officer trusted the machine. The machine trusted bad data. Robert Dillon paid the price. There is no federal law regulating how law enforcement uses facial recognition. No national standard. The rules don't exist yet. Which means right now, if an AI system returns your name in an investigation, the only thing standing between you and handcuffs is whether the officer decides to look harder. That's the protection. If police come to your door, do not argue. Say only this: "I am invoking my right to remain silent. I want a lawyer." Nothing else. If charges are dropped, do not assume your record is clear. Contact the ACLU in your state. Many civil rights cases are free. Robert Dillon said, "I don't wish this on my worst enemy." He was standing outside his own home. He had done nothing, and a machine decided his face was close enough. AI is not slowing down. Facial recognition is already operating across this country. The question is not whether it exists. The question is, who is watching the people who use it? Right now, not enough people are. Share this before someone you love needs to live it. Subscribe if you want to keep knowing what they're not telling you. I'm Linda Watson, Know Your Rights, and I'll see you in the next one.